Quick disclaimer, this content features clips from others, but it is repurposed with my own original voiceover, commentary, and transformative edits. I am adding my own unique spin and analysis. Credit to the original creators.
Story time while I'm doing my makeup, because I think I'm about to be murdered on this first date.
Girl, what?
Okay, I got receipts pulled up right now. So I randomly get a DM. I'm outside with my grandma and my dad, you know. I just randomly get a DM from this dude and I read it out loud saying, "That's crazy. You look exactly like my future wife." So me and my dad are just talking, you know, about all the guys that hit me up and all this stuff, and you know, I just proceed to like the message and just leave it on seen. 30 minutes later, he proceeds to text me. "I see the vision though. You gotta appear mysterious and uninterested." So I was like, okay, whatever. I was like, "Love the viewpoint, lol. Thank you." I was like, "Do you have Snapchat?" Like just the typical, like, you know, like text back with a random dude. "I prefer not to get left undelivered for 6 weeks, so I'll give you my number instead." Real as frick. So he sends me his number. Now you have no excuse not to put me in your emergency contacts. I'm
Red flag.
thinking, like, what? So I'm like, whatever. And then I was like, "Wait, how old are you?" Like, before, like, I, like, put this dude's name in my phone, right? When I text him, I'm like, "Hey, it's Ashley." He's like, "Phew, I didn't think we were gonna make it to this point, Ashley." And then I was like, "Well, it has come to this point." And then he says, "The only next logical step is to see when you're free so I can take you to dinner." I was like, "See, that's kind of a tough one with me." I was like, "I'm a really busy woman." And then he's like, "Are you using the D1 excuse? I'm too busy." Well, I'm also busy, yet I'm trying to make time for you. And I was like, "Oh, sweet."
I hope she got prayed up parents.
So he's telling me that he is going to training right now, like, like, we have a plan going on here. And then he was like, "Can I FaceTime you after I get out of training?" I was like, "Yeah," like, so he FaceTimes me after his training, and he seems like a normal person. We're kind of just talking, and he was like, "So, like, what are you doing tomorrow?" And I was like, "Well, I have, like, a little softball game at, like, 7 o'clock, and I have to go look at this couch at 5, like, da-da-da." He was like, "Perfect, so I can come pick you up, and we can do something, at 1. And I was like, "Oh, what?" Like, I'm flabbergasted. Like, he sees how flabbergasted I am. The only weird thing that, like, I didn't like is that he didn't have any posts in, like, his profile pic. Like, you can't really see his face, but it's like his body, you know. But like, I don't know. I figure out where he lives, and he's like 30 minutes from me. I'm like, "You're really gonna come pick me up?" He was like, "Yes, like, dude, I like really want to take you out and all that stuff." I was like, I'm like still like flabbergasted again, and I'm like, "What in the world?" I was like, "Well, what are we gonna do?" He's like, "I know a spot, like, we can go like mini golfing, and I can take you out to get something to eat before or after." And I was like, "Free food, bro, free fucking food." Okay, and then this morning, as I'm now getting ready, like, what in the world, I go back to his freaking Instagram, and his profile username, picture, and everything has changed.
Girl, run.
His freaking profile pic is a black screen. His username is changed to the numbers of 444. Mind you, I don't really go on dates often. Like, I couldn't even tell you the last time I went on a date, so I'm kind of just like, you just do it for the plot. I told my dad about the situation. He's like, "Bro, you're gonna get freaking murdered or like SEX trafficked." And I'm like, "No." I was like, "I honestly don't know, but for the plot." So right now I'm getting ready. I personally just think it's weird that, like, he just changed his entire, like, profile and username and everything. Like, I don't know. I'm about to probably FaceTime him. Why should it be like not him? Bro. I'm like really scared. So wait, actually I'm gonna FaceTime him right now. Okay, I literally just got off the phone with him. I just FaceTimed him, so we're good. We're all set. He's a normal human being, and the only reason why he said he changed apparently he changed all his social medias to that. I don't really know. I was literally straight up and I was like, you're not gonna murder me, right? He's like, what are you talking about? I think I'm just freaking out because I've never met him before, like, in my life, and I'm just now hearing of this person. So maybe it'll be good. I'll maybe do a little update. T-minus 30 minutes until he comes. It's currently 3:35 and he was supposed to pick me up at 1, bro. I think I just got stood up.
Get ready with me while I drop some tea.
Okay, friend, let's hear it.
In the previous video, I was talking about how if my ex had came back and said, let's try again, which is exactly what he did later that day after I posted that Get Ready With Me. He came back and he said, let's try again. So we did. We tried again for a little.
Never double back.
Who wants Mr. Queso from CO? Who wants him? I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't. You're in every Asian bitch's likes. You're in every Asian bitch's fucking DMs or something. What the fuck is wrong with you? Unfortunately, the only stupid one here is me. I'm the only one to blame. But can you really blame him though? He is a sack boy. He is a sack boy. Who's to blame? Okay, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. Nobody's to blame here. The only person I blame is myself for falling for his stupid ass motherfucking words. He's over here because I'm going through his shit right now. And for him to be comforting me, being like, oh, I'll accept you, like whatever you're going through, whatever is going on with you, how hurt you are, whatever, like if you need to lay in bed, whatever. He's talking about it in my ear. He's talking about how he'll gain my trust back. Bitch, what the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck? So yeah, go ahead. Take my leftovers, honey. Clock it. The reason we ended the first time was because he genuinely does not see my worth as a partner. And I felt taken for granted from him. And he was disrespecting me over and over again. So I got to the point where I just ended it with him.
As you should.
Because, bitch, know your worth. And apparently I don't. Because I fell for his stupid ass again. For it again. But genuinely, like, I don't care. I don't care whatever Asian bitch want to get with him. Whatever little Asian bitch want to get with him, just know his mama like me more. Okay? But let's not even talk about that. Because let's focus on the real person here. Me. At the end of the day, I am not that mad at myself, though. As much as I seem like I'm super upset with myself and all this stuff, I'm not. I'm pretty content with myself because I know I loved as much as I could and I treated him right. I met his family. I did everything right. I didn't do anything to deserve what I got. You know what I mean? I'm the type of female you can carry on to your future while you're choosing these females that you only get for only this little limited amount of time. This limited amount of time we got in high school. That's what you're choosing over a female you could take with you into being an adult, into freaking growing up, into college, into being a better person. But you didn't choose that. You chose this instead. You know what I mean? But I'm very aware. I'm a good ass female. When it comes to being in a relationship, although I might seem a little crazy, I really am such a lover girl and I really am such a good female. I know my worth. I know I can treat men good and I know that. Which is why I don't feel as much regret for it ending or not it working out because he was stuck on less than over girls when he had me right there. Dude, when I'm a lover girl, I get so blinded by love. Like, I will literally give whoever I'm talking to, if I really, like, truly do like them and I feel that connection, I will literally give them the world. And that's the issue. I am really such a loyal ass female. I just need to stop. I need to stop giving men so many chances to hurt me like this. And it's really nobody else's fault but mine because I allow it to happen over and over and over again. You know what I mean? I'm really fucking over it. I think the main reason my dumbass let him back is because I'm so vulnerable, dude. Like, seriously, I'm in, like, one of the most vulnerable states right now. I literally feel like I have nobody. Like, nobody. And that's why I think it was so easy for me to be like, I miss him, because I missed having someone, and I missed having someone to be there for me and talk to all the time. So when we did end, it did obviously have an impact on me. I'm going through a lot of fucking shit, and especially when we ended was when I was going through the most shit too. It's whatever though, because he pushed me to my breaking edge, but guess what? Single Rosalind ain't shit. Relationship Rosalind is the loyalest girl you'll ever meet. But unfortunately, I'm single Rosen right now. So, see y'all later.
Get ready with me while I tell you how my best friend of 12 years cut me off over a bar of soap.
Really soap.
Now, for context, me and her were estranged from 2021 up until November 2023. We were childhood best friends, and for a minute, it was almost like she was too comfortable saying certain things to me, like calling me a fat ass, unironically. So I took a step back from the friendship, and ultimately it just ended up with us not talking. Fast forward to November 2023, we start speaking again. In passing, I tell her that I have a breast augmentation next month. December 12th, 2023, I have my breast augmentation. She takes me home to recover with her. So the first 2 weeks of my healing kind of like float by, and I say in passing how I need to shave my legs, how I need to buy some Nair. Remember this for later. She goes, oh, I have some razors under the sink. Like, I just bought them a couple days ago. Like, you can use one. And you know me, like I feel like I'm already in her space. I'm already intruding in a way. I'm like, no, I don't want to impose. I don't want to, overdo it. Like, just grateful that you even are taking care of me and letting me recover here. We both just move on. So I'm just like, okay, you know what? She offered me the razor. Let me just go use the razor. Christmas Eve, she gets a call from a man. He kind of played in her face, ghosted her, and essentially had his co-workers laughing in her face. At 3 a.m., he calls her. She picks up. He's like stranded. What does she do? She drops everything at 3 o'clock in the morning and she goes and helps him. Now fast forward to New Year's. I want to kind of like celebrate and just thank you in a way. We get back to the house and her mom made spaghetti. But her mom's like, you should go eat some spaghetti. Like, there's some downstairs I made. Feel free to eat some. Fair enough, right? After her offering me spaghetti, I get some. Duh. You offered it, I'm gonna eat it. Y'all, why does this lady sit me down and ask me, you know you don't have to sneak food from us, right? And I was just like, what are you talking about right now? And she wouldn't explain herself. She just kept saying, no, but you know you don't have to sneak food from us, right? And I'm like, at this point, I'm like, you know what? It's not my space. I apologize. And I even offer money. And she's like, oh, no. We don't want your money. We don't want your money. So I'm like, okay. Now jump to MLK weekend. And the energy shifted. And then I ran out of soap. I take it upon myself to go into the bathroom closet and get 1 of 5 Dove antibacterial soap bars. I think nothing of it. Why do I wake up to a text from my quote-unquote best friend at 5 o'clock in the morning asking me if I used one of her razors and a bar of her antibacterial soap? One thing I'm able to do is take accountability for myself and be held accountable when I'm wrong. So when she brought up the bar of soap, I'm just like, you know what? I did use a bar of your soap. I apologize if you didn't want me to. I can get you some more. Again, we don't want your money. I don't know what the problem is because Dove bars for a 3-pack is like $4, right? But then I also bring up like the razor. I'm like, no, the razor is the one that you offered me back in December. And she goes, oh, once you said you didn't want to be a bother, the offer was taken back.
Damn, is she really your friend for?
And I'm like, huh? Mind you, y'all, this whole interaction, this girl is a door down from me. Then boom, I get a long text message from her and she's going off on me. I'm like, well, like, can we have a conversation in person? No, I don't have anything to say to you that isn't cuss words. And I'm like, whoa, like, we're doing a lot over a bar of soap, are we not? So at this point, I'm like, this is still salvageable. We just need to have a face-to-face conversation and we need to both be open to hearing each other out. She said we're gonna talk. I'm expecting to talk. I hear a knock at my door. I open it expecting it to be her. It's her mom. She goes on to tell me that she just got off the phone with her daughter and her daughter told her she's coming home to come fight me. I'm completely bewildered at the way that things have escalated at this point. I'm like, she wants to fight me because I said I want to have a conversation. But I'm like, well, I don't have any intentions of fighting your daughter. However, if she puts her hands on me, I'm gonna lay her out. I'm expecting her to just, walk in this house and try to swing on me. I heard when she came through the door, y'all think she came in my room and tried to fight me? Nope, girl. I buy my train ticket. I asked her mom to drop me off. And I say I cried like a baby. I was so hurt. I'll be back with my final thoughts. Okay, I'm back with the finished look. And I just want to thank y'all for watching this video. If she sees this, which she probably will, I wish you nothing but the best, baby. I want you to do what you do. Just not with me. I have class to go to in an hour, so I'm going to call my Uber and I'm going to see you guys next time. Bye.
Hi guys, get ready with me as I tell you the story about how I found out my best friend's dad was obsessed with me.
Oh, hell nah.
I'm trying to get my hair messed up, so the headband is required. So I've been best friends with my best friend. I'm just gonna tell you guys her name because I don't think she's gonna care. Her name is Carson, and we've been best friends since the 6th grade, and we are going into junior year of high school. So we're both 16 years old, but at the time that this was happening, I was 15 and she was 15. I'm gonna mention Carson a lot in this story because this is her father, and he's in jail, by the way, so before anybody asks. So last summer, 2024, June came along, and she asked me if I wanted to go on vacation with her and her family. So I asked my mom, and the first thing that she asked was, is her dad gonna be there? Keep in mind, nobody knew, if her dad was a pedophile or anything like that. Literally nobody knew. But my parents had an off feeling about him, and trust your gut, right? I had asked if he was gonna be there, and I was like, I don't really know, and she told me that he was. He was just going a little later the next day. We were gonna arrive Friday, and he was gonna come down Saturday after work. So I had to literally beg my parents to say yes because they don't like the guy. One, he is literally never around. He never comes to sporting events, nothing. Two, they just didn't know him, so they didn't really trust him. So I begged them to go. We get to vacation, and everything is going really well until he shows up. My brain is a little foggy because it's been over a year, but I'm going to try and remember everything in detail and give the information that I can give you on the internet without getting in trouble with the detective because he has not had trial yet. So he's not been sentenced. He is in jail, but it's a federal offense, and it's obviously our state. But it's federal because he was involved with girls from all over America. So it's the day that he arrived, and me and my best friend had just gotten out of the hot tub. We had the nicest hot tub, gigantic, outside of the beach house that we were staying in. A beach house, but it was literally on a lake, so I guess it's a lake house, but it was nice, and her mom rented it out for us. So he arrives, and we realized that we needed to get the toothpaste out of the big container they had all their toiletries in. So we go in his room because that's where it's at, and I see him sitting on his bed, and it was kind of weird, the position that he was sitting in. Again, at this time, nobody knew he was a pedophile, but he was sitting in a weird position, and I'm like, okay. My friend bends over, also his daughter. Carson bends over in front of him, and I see him move his phone like this and tap. He was taking pictures of her. I thought it was really weird. I wouldn't have put it past him, so obviously, when we left, I told my best friend. I was like, your dad, he was, taking pictures. I'm almost 100% sure. And then a couple days later, he wants to go to the beach, really bad. He was so excited to go to the beach. Never seen someone more excited. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna go to the beach. We went to the beach with just him because her mom had just recovered from a leg surgery and she could not walk on the beach. He took us. We wanted to leave early because we had made friends at this state. And we wanted to go hang out with them at the bay. So we told him we wanted to leave, and he got really, really angry at us. I thought it was really weird. This was my second sign. Then makes a really weird comment to his daughter, my best friend Carson, and he says, you and Ariana really need to be careful of the way that you guys are laying down on the beach because anyone behind you can see everything under your top. And right when she told me that, I was like, what? It's very weird. So that is my third,
okay, this is weird, right? So the vacation is over and I'm in the car by myself. I have already packed up all my stuff, like I'm ready to go. I'm in the car. And he drove separately, so he was putting his stuff in his car, and me and him were both the only ones that were outside. And he came in, he opened the door to the car that I was in and leaned in really close to me. And he said, "I'm really glad that you were allowed to come to this trip. I had so much fun with you, and I hope you get to come on the next trip." My jaw dropped. I don't even know. It's just like, what? You're telling me this? Like, I did not come on this trip for you in any way, shape, or form. Like, I'm only here for Carson. That's it. Yvonne. Her mom's a baddie. I love her. But him? No. Irrelevant. Like, I did not come here for you. We get back from the vacation, and Carson randomly has the gut instinct that something is wrong. Making comments about girls in my grade at that time, it was 10th. He was saying comments about girls in our grade's bodies, and Carson had a gut feeling to check his phone, which I'm so proud of her for. I literally praise her every day because she's so strong, and I'm very thankful that she did. And she went through his phone while he was sleeping, and he found many conversations with minors, terrible pictures, as I'm sure you can, him catfishing, group chats, everything of pedophiles. He had taken pictures of me when I was sleeping on the beach. How he said, "Oh, everyone can see under your top." Yeah, he took pictures of the things that people were seeing under the top, because you could genuinely see everything, because I was on my side. Very stupid of me, but you could see all the way down my top. He took pictures of it, zoomed in, and took live photos. So me and her ended up telling her mom about everything. She stayed at my house for like a month while we went to the police station and reported what we had found on the device. And a couple days later, the police showed up at his house and found 3 devices that he was using for being a pedophile, and he was arrested. He has over 200 counts of child. Basically, what I was told, I had to have a meeting with the detective. She basically just told me that he was in a group chat with 107 other pedophiles like him. He sent my information to these pedophiles to try and get them to catfish me, and it was online child trafficking. So that he was insanely obsessed with me. He would say things to them about me. She was like, "I can't even say it, like that's how gross it is." Just imagine the worst thing that he could say about her, and that's what it was. So my parents are like, my mom's like crying. I'm just like, oh, like this is so sad, like this is terrible. It was a wreck. Honestly, the whole situation in general is insane, and all of the girls that were involved should get justice. Justice needs to be served. So I actually might have to testify at the trial because I'm a victim, and I'm really nervous because that's not something that a 15-year-old should have to go to. I should not have been lusted over by a 48-year-old man when I did not do anything, or no. So yeah, can't really release much specifics about it. Just know that he was having conversations, catfishing them, getting pictures, sending pictures and videos, giving information out, all that. So this is your sign to be safe on the internet and only talk to people that you specifically know. Do not talk to random people, please. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will give you an update if I have to talk at trial. Love you, bye.
Good morning. Y'all get ready with me for work while I tell y'all why I quit Walmart. Okay, we're gonna start at the beginning. So November 21st, I was dress coded because I had on sweatpants. Granted, I had on sweatpants. Not a part of the dress code, but hey, other people do it, so I do, okay? Anyways, so that day I was pulled to the office and told I was out dress code. I needed to change or I could go home. So me being me, y'all know I don't like to miss some money. I said, okay, you know what, I'll change so I don't got to miss that money. So I goes and I buy some pants and I change and I get back to work. Well, as I'm working, I'm steady seeing people walk past me in leggings and sweatpants and yoga pants and out of dress code. So I'm like, this not sitting right with me. So I clock out and I went home, right? And I think it was that Saturday. The next day, I come back to work and it's people out of dress code. Nothing is being said to them. They're not being told that they could either change or they got to go home. Like, they're not getting no ultimatum. They're just getting to work freely. And I'm like, I'm about to flip out. I'm just going to go home. So I went home again. So I can't lie. That right there put me at 5 points. So Walmart is a point system. You get to 5 points, you're fired. After that, I had 3 days off for Thanksgiving. And I enjoyed my Thanksgiving so good. Okay? I go back to work. I'm happy. I'm not ill with nobody. I'm full. You know? I'm thinking it's going to be a good day. Well, no. Because as I'm in there, I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people out of dress code. And like I said, last time I was at dress code, y'all, you had to change, you got to go home. You can't work. So I'm like, this is not adding up to me. Mind you, every member of management is standing at the front of the store as these people are walking back and forth by them. Y'all, I work behind the counter. You don't see me unless I unless I go to the bathroom, go to lunch, or I go around the counter to take an order. So you would never see me in my sweatpants unless you come back there bothering me. So that day, I stop what I'm doing and I go find the management. And I tell them, I'm like, okay, hey, y'all know y'all got 4 or 5 people in here out of dress code. And when I was out of dress code, I was told I needed to go home or I needed to change. So what are y'all going to do about that? I said, because last time I checked, we all follow the same policy. Like, it ain't no different policy for different associates. You know? Y'all, these people looking at me like I'm speaking gibberish. Like, they don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Right? I can feel myself getting angry. I could feel myself wanting to put my hands on somebody. So I said, you know what? Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. And I walked off. By the time I got back to my department, y'all, I was crying. I was shaking. I was flipping the fuck out. Everybody in there got cussed out by me. I called my manager at Duncan. I was crying. I know he says, God, this girl, all she do is cry. I do. As I called him, I was like, hey, I'm about to walk out and quit this motherfucking job, but I need to know before I quit, is you gonna give me hours? He said, you know what? Let me call my manager. Stay by your phone. I'll call you right back. 5 minutes later, he called me back. Yeah, you can get 40 hours. And if you need overtime, you can come into the Lawrenceburg store and work too. I bet. I walked the fuck out, ain't looked back since. Because one thing you're not gonna motherfucking do is be weird to me. Especially when I'm sitting here. I'm a grown-ass woman, okay? I ain't got time to play no games with nobody. I ain't got time to have no secret animosity. I don't got time for secrets, period. If you got a problem with me, let that shit be known. You know, because one thing about me, I'm gonna ask you. I done asked every member of management in there, do you have a personal problem with me? Have I did something to you that I don't know about? Because I don't know you personally. I just know you from Walmart. Everybody, no, it's never personal. It's never. When I'm the only one getting ultimatums and ain't nobody else getting, that's real fucking personal. But you know what? That's just the type of pressure I apply. I have bitches shaking in their undies. Okay? But it's okay. Because guess what? I'm finna go work these 10 hours at Dunkin' in my fucking sweatpants. And ain't shit gonna be said. And I'm gonna be happy. But anyways, I love y'all. I'm about to go work at Dunkin'. I'm gonna call y'all later. Hope everybody has a good day. Bye.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and share this juicy story time.